man. DG got hustle, man. The topic is, man, when it's summertime, it's hot. Some of these southern states for surely. And man, y'all sleeping in the cargo van, man. The ones who don't have inverters, AC units, you know, like, what are y'all doing, man? Are you running the gas to keep yourself cool? Are you thugging it out in the back of your cargo area with all the heat, man? Down here in Houston, man, it's 100 plus because of humidity. You know, it's about 99 plus with humidity added on, man. It feel like it's about, shit, I ain't gonna lie, man. It feel like it's about 105, maybe something like that. But man, I've been staying in rooms for the simple fact of I slept in my back area in Florida one night, man, and man, I was sweating all night long. I'm talking about, man, my sleeping bag, I must have got up, that thing was dripping wet, man. For real, for real. Yeah, so man, I see for surely I need to get on, like, really getting my cargo area, you know, more updated for me to sleep in, man. Maybe I need to work on the power inverter. And maybe get me a little AC unit back there, so that way I ain't gotta run out my gas or, you know, kill my van battery. But most definitely, man, I feel like you're gonna waste more money dealing with rooms every night down here in these hotter parts of the country. Cause man, it's hard to sleep in these vans, man, when it's 100 plus degrees outside or 90 plus degrees outside. You know what I mean? Right now I'm in Texas, Ruby's Lounge. So I literally, here's what's crazy with me though, because, you know, I started a whole new entity, you know, everything separated from me and bro, specifically for this cargo van, for the Sprinter van. I dig in my own personal pocket for me to stay in rooms most nights. So, I stayed in a room right outside of Dallas for 2 nights, and for the first time I used my company credit card for that stay. And then I stayed in a room right outside of San Antonio last night, and I also used my company card for that. So these are the first 3 rooms that I actually paid for with my company credit card. Before that, I was using my personal card, right? Because in my mind, I'm like, you know, this is a business, I'm running a business. And because my personal preference for that night may be I want to sleep in a room, that ain't got nothing to do with my business. You feel me? That's personal preference. Like that's what I'm feeling. I want to sleep in a room for the night, right? So I'll try to find these $70, $80, $90 rooms, you know, at max. Sometimes with tax they'll get up to 100, 110 maybe. But for the most part, you know what I mean, I was paying with my personal card. Now, purposely doing that because I wanted all the money from my lows that I was accumulating and everything to build up my bank account, you know what I mean? So literally, that's what I'm doing, you know what I mean? I'm trying to build up the business bank account without digging in it so much, to stay in rooms, you know what I mean, on my personal preference. But on these hot summer days, man, it almost feel like it's gonna be like almost guaranteed that you're gonna need to stay in a room, you know what I mean? Because I mean, you know, things happen, man. It's people that die from heat strokes and, you know, just body overheating, man. So, you know, I couldn't imagine myself going to sleep back in the cargo area and it's, you know, 10 o'clock at night, but it's still 90 degrees outside and I'm just baking back there. Man, it's uncomfortable, you know what I mean? It probably ain't a healthy decision to do it. Even though we probably done slept in hot houses and stuff like that. But even though we probably done slept in, like, you know, hot houses and hot apartments and spots that don't got no AC, it's just like when you outside, it ain't no joke, man. And also I'm realizing I need to for surely insulate. I need to get some insulation inside of my cargo area, man, because it's pretty much just bare, you know what I mean? It's to the bone. I really don't have no protection from the outside in, you know what I mean? So if it's cold, my cargo area is cold. And if it's hot, my cargo area is hot. Probably hotter than what it is outside because of course it's inside in the cargo area. So man, I gotta figure it out once I get back to Cali. It'll take me a few days off, start trying to figure some things out as far as like my installation and stuff like that. Got Usco blowing me up right now, but I already got a load. Going back to Cali from Texas, man. So finally, man, we getting out of here. Yesterday I did a local load from Dallas to San Antonio pretty much. Paid pretty decent. It literally was like a small box that I was able to fit in the front seat. Dropped it off at the convention center downtown San Antonio, so that was cool. Couldn't get a load out of Texas to get back towards my way. It was a whole bunch of loads going like east, north, and near south, southeast, you know. So man, I had to bust a local load, at least not to just be sitting around and give myself some money for the day. So yeah, man. And that was another reason, you know, I kind of got the rooms, because I was kind of like, well, if I can bust a play out here, you know what I mean, something local and make a decent amount of money, I'll just use that to kind of like pay for my rooms for a few nights, you know what I mean? So that happened, so that was beautiful. But yeah, man, out here playing around in this heat in these southern states in a cargo van. Make sure you get it together, or make sure you ready to burn, man. Make sure, you know what I mean, you figure out a way to make it comfortable as possible for yourself if you sleeping in your van. Shout out to everybody, man, that be posting their vans that got the inside decked out. I'm talking about from bed to, you know, power inverter, AC, microwaves. Man, I done seen it all, man. So it's really showing me like, yeah, I need to get on my stuff for my van, man. Cause spending money on rooms all the time ain't it. It cut into your profit. Now, you know, loads ain't paying the best right now. Of course, everybody know that. But you know, we gotta stay moving, so that's what it's about. But yeah, man, in order to maximize your profit, it's best to stay away from rooms for sure. You know, you get your shower in at your truck stops, rest stops. Sometimes you might find some with showers. But don't get me wrong, sleeping in a room with a comfortable bed that has a shower, microwave, fridge. You know, sometimes you might get a room that got full kitchen, you know, a little 2-burner stove with the original size refrigerator. Man, that stuff is like luxury when you living on the road, unless you have these things in your van. So most definitely, man, be prepared to figure it out for sure. If you are in a van, especially like mine, that's just to the bone in the back there. Like fresh off the factory line with nothing in the inside, you know, it's just bare. So yeah, man, the OGs who don't probably have inverters, man, what do y'all do, man? Leave some comments below. Do you always, you know, spend a few dollars on a room? Do you stay at the bed bug inn all the time? Do you stay at the cockroach cabin? What do? You know what I mean? Like, man, it's a big topic for sure while you out here on this road living this lifestyle. So most definitely be prepared to figure that out. To everybody who hasn't done OTR yet, or if you just hitting the road, it is something to figure out, man. Most definitely. Like I said, with me, I'm either coming out my own pocket for a room, because that's my personal preference, until I build my business account up to a certain number, and then I'll feel a little bit more comfortable and better with just sliding my credit card or my debit card. But yeah, man, let your boy know, man. I know I ain't the only one out here burning up these southern states. Y'all ain't playing, man. It's cooking out here right now. But it's your boy DG Guy Hustle with a whole lot of hustling. Let's get it, let's go, baby.